Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, to another episode where we dive into the fascinating world of coins from around the globe. Today, we're taking a closer look at a coin that holds significant value, not just for collectors but also in the world of everyday currency, the 1981 Australia 50-cent coin. We'll explore its history, design, and most importantly, its current circulate value. So whether you're a seasoned collector or someone curious about the change in your pocket, this video is for you. Let's get started. The Australian 50-cent coin is a staple in the country's currency, first introduced in its current form in 1969. The coin is unique not only for its size and shape, but also for its composition. Unlike many other coins, the 50-cent piece is dodecagonal, meaning it has 12 sides, which gives it a distinctive appearance and feel. This shape was specifically chosen to avoid confusion with round coins of similar size. By 1981, the 50-cent coin was well established in Australian currency. The coins minted in 1981 were part of a large production run during a time when Australia was transitioning from its older, higher silver content coins to the more durable and affordable copper-nickel composition that is still in use today.
This particular year saw a significant number of coins produced, making the 1981 issue one of the more common years in circulation. Let's take a closer look at the design and composition of the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin. The coin's design is a testament to Australia's cultural heritage and its modern identity. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was widely used on Australian coins during that period and remains an iconic representation of the British monarch. The inscription surrounding the portrait reads Elizabeth II Australia 1981. On the reverse, you'll see the Australian coat of arms, which is a symbol of national pride. The coat of arms features a kangaroo and an emu, two animals that are native to Australia, flanking a shield that represents the 6 states of the country. Above the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, representing the unity of the states and territories under the Commonwealth of Australia. This design was created by Stuart Devlin, a highly respected designer known for his work on many Australian coins. The mintage of the 1981 50-cent coin is one of the factors that influence its value today. In 1981, the Royal Australian. These coins have very minimal wear, often only visible under close inspection. All coins are often found in rolls that haven't seen much circulation or have been preserved by collectors. While many Australian 50-cent coins are common in circulation, certain years and designs are more valuable than others. For example, commemorative coins like the 1970 Captain Cook Bicentenary or the 2000 Millennium are popular among collectors. Coins with errors or low mintages are also highly sought after. These coins have very minimal wear, often only visible under close inspection. Our coins are often found in rolls that haven't seen much circulation or have been preserved by collectors. While many Australian 50-cent coins are common in circulation, certain years and designs are more valuable than others. For example, commemorative coins like the 1970 Captain Cook Bicentenary or the 2000 Millennium are popular among collectors. Coins with errors or low mintages are also highly sought after. Collectors. While its introduction, symbolizing the stability and pride of the Australian nation. Over the years, the 50-cent coin has seen various commemorative issues, each celebrating significant moments in Australian history. The amount of wear will significantly impact the grade of the coin. Coins that have been bent, scratched, or otherwise damaged will generally be of lower value. Even though these coins still serve as legal tender, collectors typically prefer coins without such imperfections. The metal composition of a coin can cause it to change color over time, especially when exposed to different environments. While some collectors appreciate the unique appearance of toned coins, excessive toning can detract from a coin's visual appeal and reduce its value. One of the most common mistakes new collectors make is cleaning their coins to make them look newer. However, cleaning can scratch the surface of the coin and remove its natural patina, significantly reducing its value. It's generally advised to leave coins in their natural state. Now, let's talk about how to grade circulated 50-cent coins. Grading is the process of determining the condition of a coin, and it's a skill that takes time to develop. Here's a breakdown of what you might see at different grades. These coins still show noticeable wear, but the design details are more visible than in lower grades. You can expect to see some loss of sharpness in the design, but overall the coin is. Coins that have errors, such as misstrikes or die cracks, can be particularly valuable to the right collector. These coins can sometimes sell for significantly more than their face value, but such examples are rare. Before we delve into the condition of these coins, let's take a quick trip back in time to understand the origins of the Australian 50-cent coin. The first 50-cent coin was introduced in 1966, and it was quite unique. It was made of 80% silver and had a round shape. However, due to the rising value of silver, this version was only minted for 1 year, making it a rare and highly sought-after piece today. In 1969, the Royal Australian Mint reintroduced the 50-cent coin, this time with a new dodiagonal shape and made from a copper-nickel alloy. This design remains in use today, featuring the Australian coat of arms on one side and various commemorative designs on the other. When we talk about the circulate condition of a coin, we're referring to coins that have been used in everyday transactions. These coins have been in the hands of the public, passing through countless transactions over the years. As a result, they often show signs of wear and tear, which can affect their value. Wear and tear over time. Because of this high mintage, the 1981 50-cent coin is relatively common in circulation today. However, not all 1981 50-cent coins were produced in Australia. Some of the coins were minted at the Royal Mint in London and the Royal Canadian Mint due to high demand. While all these coins share the same design and composition, they may have subtle differences in mint marks, which can be of interest to collectors. Now, let's talk about the most anticipated part. What is the circulate value of the 1981 Australia 50-cent coin today, given the high mintage? Most 1981 50-cent coins found in circulation are worth their face value minus 50 cents. These coins are common, and unless they are in exceptional condition or have unique characteristics, their value doesn't typically exceed their face value. However, there are some exceptions. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition, those that have been preserved with little to no wear, can fetch higher prices. Depending on the coin's condition, an uncirculated 1981 50-cent coin could be valued anywhere between $200 million to $5 billion odd in the current market. Proof coins, which are specially struck for collectors and have a mirror-like finish, can be worth even more. For collectors, factors such its large size and distinctive shape make it easy to identify, and its durability ensures it continues to circulate widely. However, the coin's large physical size and relatively low value have led to discussions about its practicality, with some suggesting that it could eventually be phased out in favor of smaller denominations. Despite these discussions, the 50-cent coin continues to be minted in large quantities. The Royal Australian Mint regularly produces millions of these coins each year, ensuring their availability across the nation. In fact, with over 430 million of these coins in circulation, it's one of the most common coins you'll come across in Australia. So, what does the future hold for the 50-cent coin? While it's difficult to predict, one thing is certain: this coin has cemented its place in Australian culture and history. Whether it continues to circulate in its current form or undergoes changes in the coming years, the 50-cent coin will always be a symbol of Australia's journey. The 20-cent coin quickly became a staple of Australian currency, featuring the now iconic image of a platypus designed by Stuart Devlin. This unique design, with its flowing lines and depiction of Australia's beloved semi-aquatic mammal, made it an instantly recognizable piece in the pockets and purses of Australians across the country. By 1976, this design was well established, and the coin itself was a common sight. However, like all coins, its value, both numismatic and in terms of purchasing power, has evolved over the decades. The 1976 20-cent coin carries the same design that was introduced a decade earlier. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984 and depicts the Queen facing right, adorned with a laurel wreath. The reverse side, as we mentioned, features the iconic platypus design by Stuart Devlin. The flowing lines symbolize the platypus swimming through the water, a representation of the natural beauty of Australia. The coin itself is made of copper nickel, weighs 11.31 grams, and has a diameter of 28.52 millimeters. Though the design has remained largely unchanged, the 1976 coin. Now let's talk about the circulating value of the 1976 20-cent coin. In 1976, 20 cents had a decent amount of purchasing power. You could buy a newspaper, a loaf of bread, or even a few sweets with just a couple of these coins. However, as time has passed, inflation has significantly reduced the purchasing power of 20 cents. Today, 20 cents might only contribute a small fraction to most purchases, often being used to round up amounts to the nearest dollar or for small transactions like paying for a plastic bag at a supermarket. Despite its diminished purchasing power, the 1976 20-cent coin still holds value, particularly for collectors. In circulated condition, these coins are typically worth slightly more than their face value, especially if they are in good condition. You might find one in a coin shop or online marketplace for around 50 cents to $1, depending on its condition and whether there's a buyer interested in completing a collection. Of course, the exact value can vary based on the coin's condition. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition might fetch a higher price from a dedicated collector. But for the average circulated coin, the value remains modest. For numismatists, or coin collectors, the 1976 20. The Australian 20-cent coin was introduced in 1966, a significant year in the history of Australian currency. This was the year Australia transitioned from the old pound system to the decimal system, replacing the shilling with the cent. The 20-cent coin was one of the new decimal coins introduced, and it quickly became a key part of Australia's everyday transactions. The design of the 20-cent coin was carefully crafted to reflect Australian identity. The reverse side of the coin features an iconic image of a platypus, an animal unique to Australia and one of the country's most recognizable symbols. This design was created by Stuart Devlin, a renowned Australian artist and goldsmith, who was responsible for designing many of Australia's decimal coins. Now, let's focus on the 1976 20-cent coin. By this time, the 20-cent coin had been in circulation for a decade, and it had firmly established itself as a vital component of Australian currency. The 1976 coin continued to feature the familiar platypus design on the reverse, while the obverse side featured the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait of the Queen had been in use on Australian coins since 1966, symbolizing Australia's connection to the British. It's a piece of history, representing a specific era in Australian society. Collectors might seek out coins from 1976 to complete year sets, or to find particularly well-preserved example. The 1970s were a dynamic period in Australia, marked by significant political, economic, and social changes. Amidst this backdrop, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra continued to produce the 20-cent coin, a denomination that had been in circulation since the introduction of decimal currency in 1966. The 1976 20-cent coin was part of this legacy, serving as a staple in the daily lives of Australians. The 1976 20-cent coin features the iconic design of a platypus swimming in water on the reverse side, crafted by Stuart Devlin, a renowned Australian artist and coin designer. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. Now, let's talk about what it means for a coin to be in circulated condition. Circulated coins are those that have been used in everyday transactions, meaning they've passed through countless hands, pockets, and tills over the years. Coins in good condition, particularly those that have been well preserved over the years, can be of value to collectors. However, because the coin was minted in such large quantities, its value as a collectible is generally modest, especially for coins in circulated condition. For those interested in collecting, it's worth noting that the 1976 20-cent coin is part of a broader series of Australian decimal coins, each with its own unique history and significance. Collectors often seek out coins from specific years, particularly those with lower mintages or unique variations. While the 1976 coin may not be the rarest, it remains a valuable piece of Australia's numismatic history. The legacy of the 1976 20-cent coin extends beyond its use as currency. It represents a period of stability and growth in Australia's economy, a time when the country was continuing to establish its identity on the global stage. The coin's design, featuring the platypus, also reflects Australia's deep connection to its natural environment and its unique wildlife. Even today, the 20-cent coin remains in circulation, though newer designs and portraits of the Queen have been introduced over the years.